BLURRY, welcome to my channel. How's everyone doing? I'm doing great, hope you're doing fine. Today's video is sponsored by Spanobelle Magazine. It's a lifestyle magazine in Delta State, Nigeria. If you're in Delta State, all my worry people, make sure you check it out. You really enjoy it. They sent me a copy and I think it's really nice. So if you're in Warri, anywhere you find it, make sure you check it out. It's just 1,000 naira. Today I'm going to talk about living within your means. Yeah, living within your means, which is something like keeping up with the Joneses, keeping up with the Okafors, keeping up with anything, keeping up with the Kardashians. It's just when you're trying to do more than you can do for yourself, trying to spend more than you have. I'm quite passionate about us girls and the kind of decisions we make or the kind of challenges we face. We need to talk about these things. When we're talking about living within your means, it's not just about girls, it's boys as well. But it affects a lot of girls more, because before guys do something dramatic, you know, say what I don't pass Gary. In the UK, it's quite easy for people to live above their means because they have credit cards or you're struggling financially. But in Nigeria, there are no credit cards, and I don't know if we even have them, but they're not easily accessible. I've noticed a lot of things. You have to be blind not to notice these things. You notice some girls with Brazilian hair, Mongolian, 30 inches, Louboutin shoes, Prada bags. You know these things are not cheap. And you're wondering, you have 2 iPhones and the latest BlackBerry. I don't even see any visible source of income. When you ask most of them, what do you do for a living? They can't even explain what they do for a living. Most of them are students. How do students afford these things? I know they say students are the richest because they have money from their parents, but come on, money enough to buy 2 iPhones and BlackBerries and get the latest gadgets, get the latest of everything. You're shopping the most expensive products. Come on, why are you doing that? We don't know. Girls, we need to stop getting pressured. Social media is quite bad. You go on Instagram, you see people are saying, oh, I went to London today, I went to America yesterday, and you're always wondering, oh God, I want to be a big girl, let me live this life. Oh God, of this girl that is going to America, come and do my own for me. Have you ever stopped to wonder what they do, how they afford it? This is what makes some girls go into aristo, sugar daddy, you know, all those kind of things, or keeping more than 1 boyfriend. Why would you want to keep more than 1 boyfriend? That's because one is for love, one is for money, or both of them are for money. Love cannot put Brazilian hair on your head, so you need your sugar daddy or your aristo or your second boyfriend to provide the things. Let's say the first one is not providing. That's how girls get caught up. And before you know it, you're prostituting. You might not say it as prostituting, but when you sleep with this guy just because of something he wants to offer you, you're not really in love with him. You move on to the next one because of something else he's promised you or something you think you can get from him. That's prostitution, because now from clapping they enter dance. You start from somewhere and before you know, you slept with 5 guys in 1 year. Because you want to get some things, because you want to rub shoulders with certain people. You just don't want to feel among, you want to stand out, and it's not that time yet. Some of us are in our 20s, some are teenagers, and I don't see why we should be struggling to acquire these things that we're still going to acquire anyway. My mom is always saying life is in stages, and I believe her, I understand it. For example, when a baby is born, the baby doesn't start walking or running. The baby has to stay in the mom's arms, then the baby starts crawling, standing, walking. That's how it progresses. But you're not just going to see a baby that suddenly starts running. That's how life is. There's a time where you are just like a student, you don't have everything you want, then you start working and you start to get some of the things you want. You step up on the career ladder, things start to go very well for you. You get married, you and your husband's finances combined, you can afford anything you want. Or at this stage when you're in your 20s, when we should be focusing on things like education, empowerment, how to become better people in the future. You're thinking about how to buy Brazilian hair, how to get the latest BlackBerry, how to get the latest of anything. If you sleep with a guy for, let's say, BlackBerry Q10 or Z10 or whatever it is that's out now, if we sleep with a guy just because of that this month, I bet you in the next 5 months something more fantastic will be out. After a while they fade away, and then your reputation is destroyed, your reputation is at stake. Emotionally, when you do these things, believe me, I don't think you're ever the same. You can't afford to mess around and still be the same emotionally. I believe it's going to affect you. I feel we should contain ourselves and we should understand that life is a ladder. We need to take it easy, and this goes for boys as well, because a lot of boys are doing yahoo now. You don't know what your boyfriend is doing, but your boyfriend is living large. He bought his own car because he's doing business. What kind of business does he do? You don't know, and he can't tell you, but he's doing business and he's a big boy, and that makes you a big girl. But you have to be careful. Person when like better thing, you like better thing, but you know won't work. You go either thief or na shower work, it goes out to the two. There was a time I was really crazy about human hair. I've not done Brazilian or one human hair in a very long time, almost a year, because I'm on a hair journey, not just natural hair journey, but just trying to be less caught up in these things. I bought Brazilian, I bought Mongolian, I bought Peruvian. If I saved that money, I would have used it for something amazing. Study, observe the kind of friends you have. Make sure they're not influencing you negatively. Friends are probably doing things that they're not going to be able to tell their parents they're actually doing, and they really want to influence you so that they're not doing it. I did have a friend once, she used to laugh at me and she would be like, oh, you don't even have one expensive designer bag in your collection. Look at your shoes, they're all from Dune or something. Why are you wearing New Look? You should be a big girl. How am I supposed to be a big girl? I won't go thief the money, or you won't dash me. So dash monkey banana. You can buy clothes that are cheap, you can buy clothes that are less expensive and still look fabulous. After all, you've seen people that wear the most expensive designer clothes and they still look horrible. So it's all about your personal style. You can look good in Primark, anything. Primark is not even cheap these days, what am I talking about? You can look good in Bend Down Select, you can look good. I would like to encourage all of us, because I'm encouraging myself as well, to focus on building a foundation for our future. Do not be caught up by material things. All these things will fade away, and then we'll have new stuff. We'll have iPhone 20, and then what are you going to do? Life is simple unless you're not. So you have to take life simply and make sure you go according to your own pace. I'm not going to sacrifice my reputation just to fit in, just to feel among, just to stand out, just to keep up. Whatever it is, watch what you're watching, what is influencing you. Yes, there's pressure, but while you're under pressure, be your own person and be comfortable in your own skin. That way you'll be able to make decisions that are for you. I really hope we take this to heart. Think about your future and make the right decision. So that's it for today. If you've got any comments, questions, suggestions and advice, leave them in the comment section below, or you can send an email to me, sisiyemmie@gmail.com. Also check out my blog. My blog is www.sisiyemmie.com. I was blogging before I actually started YouTube, so that's like my first wife. YouTube is like my concubine. So check out my blog, you will enjoy it, especially if you like reading Nigerian stories, because I write in Pidgin English. I have some stuff on there that's not on my YouTube channel, so make sure you check it out. Don't miss out on anything SisiYemmie. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.